And this is in the book of Exodus 22, verse 22 and 23. And I'll read both the St. James Version, which is the one I prefer because of the language, and from the Living Bible, which is in English is more appropriate. And I read, that is from the King James Version. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child, and my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. From the Living Bible Version, it reads as follows.
That's how hot these impeachment proceedings are. And that is Mr. Orengo, James Orengo, that is, and he's trying to reference Exodus, whereby he's talking about those who oppress widows and also orphans in that case. And remember, one of the charges laid that is against Mr. Gachagua is that he is like using his late brother, Gachagua, for his own benefit. Now, this is part of proceedings, and we've seen his lawyers, Ndegwa, and other legal teams and big minds trying to argue on the same perspective. And the claims have been put across that this gentleman is kind of innocent. He has also pledged innocent for all the cases, 11 charges against him. We saw the other day that like 2 pickups full of evidence were delivered. Okay, the submission, which looked overwhelming, right, in the Senate. This is the point whereby they're going to argue and they're going to discuss a lot on the same. And remember, some of these charges include Gachagua acquiring real estate. We've seen also some hotels, some pieces of land, and so on. And late before that is after the claims and also the evidence, we also saw Mr. Gachagua defending himself, saying that all those properties were like Nimalia Bradake, right? So it's not yet clear whether all these evidence and all these said kind of allegations are true. However, if they are very true, then I think Mr. Gachagua is going home. He is going home because these are serious accusations. They are very, very intense allegations. And if you Senate, remember, Senate is talking about they just need. Is it too bad to impeach Mr. Gachagua, right? And the Senate is made up of around 67 senators, so it's about 56, I think so, if I'm not wrong. So if these senators proceed and affirm that Mr. Gachagua is guilty and he should be impeached, then they are going to confirm that. They are going to affirm the decision of National Assembly, and Mr. Gachagua is going to cease from being your deputy president. That is what has happened in the country, and we still watch it. This is very important because this is kind of a man of a stature of Mr. Gachagua, deputy president. That's a big office in this country, and you cannot afford to lose a focus. You cannot afford to be diverted by any other thing. So let's wait and see what happens at the end of this motion, right? And then for those who have not yet subscribed to Kamba Podcast, kindly do so, subscribe, a like, and also leave behind a comment, which will really go a long way. Thank you.